heart is racing right now, to be honest. I came excited to share. I just tell you, I shared a story earlier. As a little girl, in I think I was in third grade, and I always remember the teacher going around the room and asking, "What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be in? What do you want to be in? What would you like to be?" And I would always say, "I want to be a singer." And the teacher told me to think of something more realistic. I want you to think of something more realistic. And to me, that was real, because that was my dream. You know, I later learned throughout life that our dreams are given to us and not to anyone else. And it's our responsibility or our job in our journey through life to be able to accomplish those dreams. Unfortunately, we're not taught how to do that because we then become programmed and by the system. Well, I did get a job that was more realistic. I became a police officer. And as a police officer, you know, I said, yeah, this is real, but that dream never left me. And it still nags at you. How many of you know about having a dream that still nags at you, still tears at your core? I see some hands up. Don't be afraid. Yeah. You should still be dreaming. Yes. It's not over. The dream never left me. I became a police officer, and as I'm sitting in the classroom and I'm thinking, you know, I'm a recruit police officer, I'm saying, what am I doing here? But I know I had some experiences that led me there too, life experiences, and I know I wanted to share and help others, and just to share and help others. I'm sitting in class, and I said, this is not what I want to do. And I remember my instructor, police instructor, black female sergeant, and she shared a video, and she showed this video, and she said, I'm so proud of you. One day you guys are going to be graduating 6 months from today. Your parents are going to be there at Madison Square Garden, and you're going to be so proud. And she had us take a look at this video of you know, I did with our graduation, we look at Madison Square Garden. And in this video, I could only hear something in the background, and that was the singing of the national anthem. And immediately, instantly, I said, that's what I want to do. I'm going to sing for my graduation. Now, mind you, in this class, there's only about 30 of us in there, police officers, recruit officers, 2 blacks, 2 African Americans, myself and another one, and of course the rest, you know, just or wherever. But what is it I'm saying? The rest, the white officers, right? But I, in my head, knew that I wanted to sing the national anthem. At the end of the class, when class was over, I spoke to the instructor, because I always encourage students to speak up and ask questions. I asked about singing the national anthem for my graduation. She told me where to go to. I immediately, after class, went upstairs to the 7th floor, knocked on the ceremonial unit, the door, and asked, can I sing, you know, I saluted, walked in, police officer, PPO Collins, and he said, what is it? I said, I'd like to sing the national anthem for our graduation. And he said, okay, sure. Do you know the national anthem? I said, I wasn't, at the time I was thinking, is it the Star Spangled Banner? The national anthem? I wasn't sure, but I know I wanted to sing whatever it was. He said, he kind of tossed the paper at me and said, come back tomorrow and sing the national anthem. I did that. Long story short, that was the beginning of my career as the singing police officer. I did sing the national anthem, and 6 months later, at our police graduation in Madison Square Garden, that was my first write-up in the newspaper, and that was the beginning of saying, yes, it's real. Like, you know, that idea, you have an idea. Things are created twice. First in thought, then in form. The table you're sitting at, the chair you're sitting on, this room here. First in thought. It's a blueprint. What my goals are as a life coach, and I jumped right to life coach. Let me just tell you, as a police officer, I sang, that was my first write-up at Madison Square Garden. I went on to sing at the White House for then President Bill Clinton. As a police officer, I was on television, newspaper, radio. It was, you know, it was a really wonderful experience. This little African-American girl from Bed-Stuy projects, growing up with a single parent, mother who was depressed most of the time on medication, but she loved the children dearly. And yet I had to walk this and figure it out on my own. didn't know that in life we need someone to help us. Those who are very successful or successful individuals, they all have a coach. Why are we trying to do things alone? Because we're not taught that. What my goal is, and what I'd like to do, is to be able to share this experience, this journey. Along this journey, I did eventually, there's a lot, and I know we don't have a lot of time, so that's why I'm trying to think. I wrote down some things, and I know I just don't want to take a lot of time. Police officer, the White House, I left because I knew that, oh my gosh, you know, this is possible, so I can't stay. I'm always restless. I'm not satisfied with just a job or a career. And for me, that I didn't dream about becoming a police officer, so of course I wasn't satisfied. I still wanted to sing. I left the police department after 12 years because I wanted to pursue this dream. If I could get to the White House, and there's something that I'm on this planet here to do. There's something that I have a calling for. I left, I went back to school, I became a school teacher. There was no music in the school, and I was like, I didn't come to do this. You know, I didn't come to be, you know, there's more. I came to share. There's music in me. There's music. I taught myself to play instruments. I'm a self-taught musician. I play 10 instruments. I started a school, so I'm an entrepreneur as well. The name of my school is RC Music Place. I taught my children. I have 3 boys. I know what it's like to be a parent. I'm also a single parent, but I'm excited because through the journey I've learned. We're learning, and it's our responsibility to teach one another. Teach one another, parents, children, and even though I have this lesson, and it's tailored for adults, it's tailored for children. I'm teaching in high schools right now with this program at a suspension school, District 75 suspension school. I have a couple, a married couple who asked me to be a therapist because they love the program. I'm teaching 6th and 7th graders the same program because it's about instilling and teaching us that our dreams are not, that we still have dreams and it's not over.
Oh, you're good.
It's okay. I just want to make sure I want to. The program is called Dream Builders Program, and the name of the company is Mass Movement for Life. And what I help individuals do is help them to think about their dreams and live their best lives. I encourage them that they have to understand that writing down what you want to do, clarity is power. The lesson's a 12-week lesson, and some of it, I'm going to just go over, just really talk about quickly some of the lessons, which is what is within you is greater than anything that's outside of you, defining what you would really love, discovering whether your dream is right for you, befriending your fears. Now, mind you, I'm sharing this with you. This is not just only for children, it's for adults, it's for any age group. Again, I am teaching 7th graders. I teach my own family. We sit down every Monday nights at 7:30, my 3 boys and my ex-husband. We sit down and we go over this lesson. He shows up every week. Everyone who sits in this program with me as I'm teaching it comes and shows up because it's really that amazing. Who took the time to teach us these principles? No one. And I'm saying to myself, oh my gosh, if this was in the school, we would change the world. So I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I have goosebumps when I think of each lesson, how I'm also growing from it. I'm still building on my dreams. My goal is to write books, travel the world, and sign autographs, and inspire and motivate people, and inspire people, and children and adults. That's my dream. So I don't know what you're dreaming about. If you're still dreaming, I would encourage you to still dream. I would encourage you to come out and attend these classes that we're having. I'm doing this on my own time because I want us to understand that if you know about these principles and you're familiar with it, it's going to change your life. It's going to make you a better parent for your child. When you talk about that USA moment, I have a USA child, that middle one. The other day, I took away all his trick-or-treat candy because we don't eat candy. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that I'm a breast cancer fighter. I had breast cancer, And breast cancer fighter for me is a little different than breast cancer survivor. Breast cancer, I chose not to do chemotherapy, radiations, even though the doctor said that I was going to die if I didn't do the treatment, and I have 3 sons to live for. But because I am that kind of person who's very disciplined and want to figure out how did this happen? I thought I was doing everything right. I left this stressful job. I ate right. My mother did have an experience with breast cancer. She had breast cancer. But I know through my research, just because your parents have it doesn't mean you're going to get it. If you live the same lifestyle that they do, yes. Because we're all predisposed to having some illness. You all have cancer and you're sitting here right now. But if you live a certain lifestyle, you'll trigger that. So I learned this. I jumped on a plane, flew to Mexico. And
is that the plane?
Went to the plane, flew to Mexico, and I did that and learned that there are so many things that are happening around the world that we're not informed about, that we do not know about. Treatment that's used there that's not legal in this country here, which I know has taught me and saved my life. I believe in God, and you know, whatever you trust and believe in, that higher power, I would encourage you to know that your dreams are not over. This dream, when Dream Builder, the program, stumbled upon me, I was already sharing my story and traveling and talking and singing. I sing as well, and sharing my story. Again, the Dream Builders program, 12-week program, it is powerful, 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 powerful. That USAR child of mine, I've learned to be a different parent, another parent. Normally I would respond a certain way, and because of these principles, I'm like, wow, life is beautiful. It's not that bad, you know, and then this falls, you know, the children learn about this as well. So they learn from you. We're their example. I'm going to stop here because I know it's like a lesson. It's 12 weeks, and I'm excited, and I want you, you know, I just want to encourage you to come out and be inspired as well, and learn to, and continue to learn to dream again.